here at Hershey Medical. And basically, we're at the 10-month checkup. 2 months, it'll be 1 year since we've received our God-given blessing of a new heart. And since then, we've been doing great. Numbers have been coming back great, even when I was doing the biopsy, and now we're doing this thing called MEPS, where they draw blood to determine infection or rejection. And thank God, we've only had one incident where there was a slight rejection, but they changed the medication and we've been good to go. So we're gonna go ahead on in here and document this. As 10 months, guys, and moving so frequently, and it's just still amazing. And we still amazing the medical team here, which is a good thing. And we were praying that it's encouraging someone to, keep the push on.
Just looking, David, to see where the fattest part of that man
Yes,
is
ma'am.
sitting at.
I got you. You've been hit so many times, I understand. There you go, huh?
So we'll get past this big monster. We're good.
Yes, indeed. That's the one there.
Yeah, that's the booger.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we almost had that finish line. Did we score?
I think
We scored.
I think we did. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Coming up on a year, seeing what the protocol would be from every month checkup to see what it would be after we mark that year mark. So here we go, cardiologist time.
You look great.
Thank you.
You're
We're trying to continue to astound us, you guys. So where we at? Been a while since I seen you.
I think I was saying the last time might have been when you had the bleed and then the pump.
Stroke.
Yeah, and then
And
the
the-
pump
yeah.
clotted.
And we had to get another LVAD. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the last time we. Yep. Since then, what do you think?
You look a lot more fit and happy.
Oh yeah,
We weren't too happy then for a very
No.
good reason.
No,
So how's it going now?
I stay on the move. That's it. I mean, I just go. Every day I'm up about, now the time has changed. I've been lagging a little bit, but usually about 4 or 5 o'clock with a to-do list, and by the time the wife gets up and go to work, I've already done about 15 things. I'm in and out, I just keep moving.
Okay.
Until about 5, 6 o'clock, when she go get prepared to go to work. When I go upstairs, that's a wrap. Everything shuts down. But how accurate is the MEPS thing, this new thing they got? Is it pretty good?
It's not, I wouldn't think about it as accuracy.
Okay.
The Allomap looks at what's called gene expression.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that if you assess what genes are active in the white cells that are circulating,
Okay.
we can predict when the immune system is getting revved up.
Oh.
So it predicts an increased risk of rejection.
Okay.
Okay? Now, in answer to your question about, it's like any prediction, okay? It's gonna say there's an increased chance. okay? It's not gonna say there definitely is rejection. It's just saying there's an increased chance. So if you compare it to a biopsy, it's gonna look like it's wrong a bunch of times. It does a decent job of predicting the rejection, but it's not, so it's, you might call it, meaning that it's a call to, what it tells us is we should make sure your drug levels are therapeutic. We should make sure that everything else that we would kind of look at, we have attended to.
Gotcha.
Whether we need to do anything on top of the normal, at the moment you kind of need a biopsy. Although we're developing, there's another test that's being evaluated, whether it can combine with the Allomap, can sort of tell you what the biopsy would tell you.
All right.
So the Allomap would tell you whether there's an increased risk, and this other test would tell you whether there's rejection right now.
Gotcha.
Or injury of some sort to the heart.
Okay.
So if we get this Allomap test and it's lower than the set value we have, which we fine tune that set value a little bit after somebody's had several Allomap tests. But and if the number isn't reassuring, then we have, at the moment, then we do a biopsy to be sure there's nothing going on right now.
So right now I'm in the, we okay.
Well, 2 months, yeah, the one in January was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, none of your blood works from today is back yet.
Right, yeah.
To bring you back, that will be like a year after the transplant. So for this first year, we're gonna wanna look at the arteries that feed the heart, because they get transplanted along with the heart.
Gotcha.
And the immune system can affect those arteries.
Okay.
So the first couple of years after transplant, we'd like to take a look at them to make sure we don't see that process, because if we see that process starting, we change the immunosuppression.
Okay.
So it will be what we call a complete heart catheterization, where they'll go into the arterial system to take a look at the arteries, and then they'll also do the biopsy and measure how well the heart is pumping blood. And usually what we do is we see people the one day, and then we sort of admit you the night before to give fluids to protect the kidneys from the dye.
Okay.
And then do the catheterization the next day.
All right.
And then send you home. And it's like all the biopsies. We give you a call the day after.
Gotcha.
Because that's when we get the results.
Okay. All right. So that's basically gonna be probably the next checkup we want to.
Yeah. Unless a concern comes up before then.
Yes.
It was an awesome checkup. He was part of the journey with the whole LVAD, and he was good. He's a good guy, awesome doctor. And we talked about the fact that we're coming up on this year, and we found out that it's going to be a big procedure then, where they go in and check a lot of stuff out, and which is good, a good heads up, so we'll know what we're looking forward to. But other than that, God is good, guys. Got this thing, and we haven't had any issues with rejection or infection, and that's the biggest concern when you have transplant. And we're just thankful, and we're blessed. So, with that being said, hey guys, push, pray until something happens, believe God, trust God, and he'll bring you through this thing, man, until God allows us to meet Sigrid again. Have a blessed day, stay safe, because this COVID thing is real, and we're just thankful that we haven't had any issues with it. We got the first part of the Moderna vaccination. We have to go back to get part 2, and we informed them, and they were excited about that. So we're glad to know that we're still on the same page and still doing what we need to be doing to keep living and enjoying life. Hey, love you guys with the love of the Lord. Please share the video with someone, encourage them, like, share, and if you want, subscribe, because this journey
It's not gonna end for a while until I can't do it no more. I'm gonna keep on smiling and keep on doing it. Love you guys with the love of the Lord. Peace.